Sorry about that. My mic didn't work. I'll just check now in YouTube. I'm streaming from Rumble just to see if people. Yep, I'm going. Okay. All right, guys. This is the last part of the series. So if anyone, this is going public, by the way. Next week, everything will be private. I won't be doing public with Patreon either. So. Yeah, good. Everyone hear me? That's great. Too good. All right, guys. So if you haven't seen parts 1 to 6, you won't understand this today. But I'm gonna put it out because I have to finish the series, and then you guys can go ahead and do the catch up, so you understand what today is all about. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Share entire screen. Okay. Alrighty. So
Oh, real quick, turn off your webcam so that way your camera doesn't block the presentation.
okay, gotcha. Webcam off.
There we go.
Nice. All right, guys. I'm rocking and rolling. Alrighty. So last week we finished off here with these den words for money. Okay, Vietnamese, Macedonian, Roman, Greek. It's everywhere. So that was the last slide we did. Now I'm gonna fly through these. Okay. And if I go fast, I mean you can either screenshot these or just watch them later on and pause and read. Right? Okay. So Holden, this is an Australian car. It's Chevrolet, really. Chevrolet started building cars in 1947 with the first Holden. But it's Chevrolet. So whole is holy, of course, and den is the den, the holy den. And there's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. There it is, with the wreaths. Hyundai, Honda. Now, Honda without the H is Onda, which in Spanish and Italian and all the Latin languages is wave. Interesting. The wave is the den. It's all the waveform of the atom. Mazda, again, M-A-D, mad. Just remove the Z. Right? There's a reason why the Z is there, and this is the sign of Aries. And Mazda is the Japanese word for Aries, for March, just like Nissan is. Nissan is, if you see the symbol of the car, you'll see that it's the sun passing the equinox. Well, this is the equinoctial sign. It's always the equinox, it's always the ecliptic, all right? This is Adam, you see? Azdam. Mazda is an anagram for Adzam, which is Adam, okay? The tawny owl, right? Tawn. The dunny. In Australia, the toilet is called the dunny, of course, because remember, the Gnostic Christian says this is a pile of shit. It's an abortion. We're living in an abortion. It's a dream. It's transient. It's not real. It's not even friendly. Okay? We come here, we live, we see some beautiful things, eat some beautiful food, fall in love, have children, whatever. But there it is. It's a dunny. Tom Tit. Cockney rhyming song. Tom Tit is Cockney slang for shit. Just nipping Tom Tit Lane. Just nipping off for a Tom Tit. There you go. The poo's called Tom. There's a pile of dung. Doo-doo. Okay? D-U-N. A dump. A dune. A tumulus. It's a mound of earth and stones raised over a grave or graves. Tumuli are also known as barrows. Burial mounds, and you'll see mound has to do with dirt. Adam is in this word. Okay, the M, the O, and the U, and the D, right? Okay, moving on. Tombolo. What's a tombolo? Well, it comes from tumulus as well, but it's a mound. Again, a mound is one thing, right? A cluster here. Cluster. All right. I would like a wee drum. That's what the Scottish call a shot of whiskey. Okay, a wee drum. And here we have Mott's unsweetened applesauce. Here we have a dime. The word dime comes from the French word dîme, meaning tithe. Remember, God says in the Old Testament, you have to pay a tenth of what you make to sacred things. Contribute to the sacred things. Give it to God. So you see, 10, interchangeable with the D, gives you dime. So from Latin decima, and there it is, a dime, 10. Isn't that interesting? Because D is interchangeable with T, I with E, it's a vowel. But if you don't like that, you can just grab this E over here and change the interchangeable M to an N. Strut your mutt. Well, that's a tum backwards. Right? Now, as I said, there's only 3 words. Tom, which is den, Adam, Adan, Atom, Atum, etc. Bull and tor, which is blue and red. Okay? A donga in Australia, transportable building with single rooms. Again, a single unit. Unit, well, let's have a look at the word unit, guys. Well, no, let's not. You're intelligent. I know you're intelligent. Unit is an anagram for Adam. What is Adam? He's a unit. Sundowner, motel. Well. Motel, Tom backwards, and L. Tom and L. A place where you rest. Tunham Sands, motel. What are these other ones? Yeah, just examples of motels. There's a Tom right there. A tome of knowledge. Huh, there he is again. Did say tome, as in atom, by any chance? Tomo. In Japanese, tomodachi is a friend. There you go. Tomboy, peeping Tom. Customer, epitomize. Tomfoolery. Tonto in Spanish means a fool, foolish behavior. Tomfoolery. Puppy sees your tomfoolery, does not approve. Tom and Jerry. David Bowie. Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Oh, Major Tom. Not Bruce, not Jack, not Dick, not Harry. It's always Tom. Okay. But besides, Bruce, Tom, Dick, and Harry, they're all extensions of the 3 words. Tom Smith, crackers. Tom Jones, Tom Trueheart, Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Tom, Dick and Harry. Of course Tom had to be in there. Couldn't have been Bruce, Dick and Harry, or Jared, Dick and Harry. But no, Tom just has to keep sticking his face in everything. Richard is Ra and Harry is Horus, the sun. Okay, Major Tom, we've done that. Neo, backwards for one, we all know that. But look at his real name, Thomas Anderson. Well, if you watch part 1 to part 6, Ander is Andros, the son of Adam. And DNA, D-A-N, Dan, the lost tribe of Dan. And it's quite conveniently, he's got Tom in both, Thomas Anderson. Now, you might say, oh, yeah, right, okay, yeah, because people do say, oh, you think that words and anagrams of words and exchanging letters and everything is the secret to understanding all things. Well, Pythagoras said that numbers, just through numbers, you'll understand the whole universe. The Jews, the mystic Jews, said that letters, God made the word with letters. But what I'm saying is it's words, the word of God. You have to understand words. And people who don't and don't speak many languages like I do and have done decades of study on this one subject will never get it. And they'll just drift away and they'll check out my work and they'll laugh at it and they'll never see the depth of it because it's hiding in these presentations. I don't get a chance to go through all this stuff when I'm being interviewed, so people get a chance to criticise me because they don't know that everything is Tom. All is a Tom. Humpty Dumpty. Dumbo. Dumbo, damn Adam, same word, made of mud and dung. Well, that's what God said, didn't he? From the dust you are, to the dust you shall return. And there's good old Donald. Donald means the ruler of the world. Why is it Donald Duck? Why couldn't it be Jeffrey the Duck? No, it doesn't sound as good. Donald Duck sounds great, but you know what I mean. Tin Man, T-I-N. The Hammer of Thor. There's the Taurus field. There it is. Dorm, that's when you're sleeping. Dormitory. Dumb, damned, mad, demented, dim, etc. All right, Adam. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. Well, that's because he was in the heavens and he was awake, full of consciousness, and then he came here to the land of the sleeping. There it is in alchemy. Mankind is in a state of sleep. What do we call the sheeple? The sleepers, the sleepwalkers, the somnambulant ones, the dunce. Returning cycle of necessity. Okay. Apotheosis means becoming a god. This is what we have. This is the same as metamorphosis for animals, but metamorphosis doesn't really apply to humans. Apotheosis means from Isis, from God and Isis. Transmutation, interesting, right there. And shun, as you've already learned in part 2 or 3, shun is T-O-N. Regeneration, sublimation, refinement. These are all Tom endings. Atonement. Well, there's aton and there's ment. Renewal, rebirth. evolution, renaissance, reconciliation, and the quickening. These are all cycles of necessities, which is the cycle of procession. And it's 24,000 years when corrected. So if we be naughty, we have to return. Look at that. Return? What's turning got to do with coming back? Well, you turn around. And there it is. Tom-tom. Remember the tom-toms? Do we still? Yeah, we still have these. Baton. There it is, the rod of the middle of the torus field. Tomahawk. Game, set, and match. Interesting. Match, M-A-T. It's match. Eve was the match for Mr. Adam. Addendum. Shinto, again, there's always this NT or MD combination with a vowel, of course. You look for this, NT or MT, ND or NT, MT, right? Edamame, the beans in Japanese, very good for you. Kratom, yeah. Lovely plant. I used to love taking kratom. It's really good for you. But after a while, you saturate your body and it starts having side effects, right? Like everything. Too much smoking, too much drinking. Diatoms. For a molecule of 2 atoms. See? There it is. 2 atoms. Diatom. Tank. It's a unit, a tank. There's a tank as well. See, it's one thing. Container. Yeah, there's a container. Stone. Notice the word tone. Stone is made from tone. Yeah, because it's music. It's all music. ATM. Atom. Automated. Are you autonomous or are you an automaton? See this automaton twice. Tom. So that's a person, refers to a person who seems to act in a mechanical or unemotional way. But autonomous, automated, is a talking manifester. Tenant. For rent. The Addams family. Oh, well, I thought the Smiths and the Joneses would have been more appropriate. The Smith family, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, chapter 8, the 8-spoke wheel. Chapter 7, rather. And there it is, the Chicana, the 8-spoke wheel with 12 points. It's always 12 and 8 working together. And here it is, it explains it. Here is the winter solstice. Okay, they've got it different to how it should be. Winter should always, spring's down at the bottom here. The equinox of primavera, which is spring. So this is the spring season. This should be winter, right? So you should just turn this, turn it clockwise about 90 degrees and it's the same wheel that I do. There you go. There's the kolovrat from Russia, same as it's 8-spoke wheel. There it is again in Norse, the 8-spoke wheel. The year, the ecliptic. There it is in Tibetan. So we've gone from where? We've gone from Ecuador, South America, to the Slavic, to the Norse, to the Tibetan. What do we have here? Okay, you can screenshot that one, and you can see it's the 8-spoke wheel. Very, very artistic. The galactic butterfly. That's the galactic butterfly, the Hunabku. Okay? So again, you can read this because I want to fly through this as quick as possible. Unfortunately, it's going to sort of go over the heads of the first-timers, but all you seasoned syncretists, you'll get it. Mandala. Man. Okay. Mandy and Amanda. They're both Adam words. There's some more mandalas. It's just sound. Vishnu mandala, this one. The Sri Yantra, this is the most important, they say. The Sri Yantra in diagrammatic form, and that's the Sri Mantra. Isn't that beautiful colours? It just does something to you when you see that combination of colours. Mandalas, Circe, the goddess, circle, church, Charlie Kirk. Life, light, and love are essentially the same words, right? Ka mandala. Again, Allah at the end, right? You see how syllables are put together from the root words Tom, Tor, and Bull. There's a Sri Mandala. This is the mandala of the womb world from Japan in the Kamakura period, 13th century. And the 10-day orders, 10-day, there you go, 10. 10 is used a lot in Japan. Tenshi, Tenki, Tenjin. There's so many words in Japanese that have 10 in them. Tantra, there you go. Tan and Tor, both together, right? This is Tra is Tor. Tanoti, to expand. Oh, so the atom is expanding in Sanskrit. There you go. It sure is expanding. Okay, I'll let you read all that. 10-day school, there you go. The color chakra mandala, the wheel of time. Okay, it's always a man, it's always atom. Here's the wheel of fortune, and you can see that the fixed signs of the zodiac describe Shiva. Scorpio, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. There it is. That's what it looks like. And it's right there. Scorpio's here. It's an S. And this is like an H. Yod, He, Vav, He. Yod, He, Vav, He. And then you've got Ta, Rot going. So if you go from here clockwise, you have the word tarot, right? If you go the other way, you've got the word Torah, T-O-R-A. And if you start from here, you have what it really is, Rota, R-O-T-A, the wheel of life. Okay, so starting from Scorpio on the top right, going anti-clockwise, the name Jehovah is spelt out. Oh, here, in this wheel, yeah. Okay, well, we've done all that. You can read that yourself. And also the name Ram is in the sky. Orion is in the shape of an R, an hourglass, which is the letter R. That's well known. Orion, R is in the word, Orion. And the V is the horns of the bull. The Pleiades are over here on the back, on the shoulder of the bull. And that's the eye, the red star called Aldebaran. And then remember, there's another red star in Orion called Betelgeuse. So that's 2 red stars in Taurus, because Orion is a deacon of Taurus, right? And then the other red stars are in Bootes and Scorpio. And there's Perseus in an H, and there's Cassiopeia. Everybody knows that that's Mother Mary. It's in the shape of an M. We see it it's a circumpolar constellation. You will always see it. Just point your nose at night toward the northern skies, and if you can't find it, it might be upside down as a W, but for half the year it's an M, and then for the other half it's a W, but it's Mother Mary. Mother Mary comes to me. Israel is also in the fixed signs. Isis, Scorpio, Ra in Taurus, and this is also an upside down A, right? Like the V. You can see A is like a V with a little horizontal thingy, and Leo like an L. Is Ra L. This is where they get it from, guys. And there's Tom right there. The T, the O is the circle, and the M is implied. You can see an M there if you look carefully, okay? Christmas comes from the word extemmas. There you go. And it's St. Thomas Day. You mean this little insignificant solstice on the 21st, which we will approach in about 2 months' time, 6 weeks, is called St. Thomas Day. The winter solstice, St. Thomas Day. The tomb of winter. So, a tomb who becomes 1, then 2, and on up to 8, as stated in the coffin text. I am the one that transforms into 2. This is like cell doubling. What's that called? Mitosis or whatever. Okay. There it is. Mitosis. Okay. So I am the one that transforms into 2. I am 2 that transforms into 4. I am 4 that transforms into 8. After this, I am 1. That's from Egypt. I didn't make it up. 1, atom, unity. Remember, unit. Adam was a unit. 2, duality. Tao. This is 2. This is pretty much the word 2. 3, neutron, proton, electron. And Israel, of course, Isis, Ra, and El. Then you have the 4, Noah and his 3 sons. Okay, so you have the 8-spoke wheel is the cross-quarter days and the equinoxes and solstices, and there they are right there. So this is a guy called Zosimos here, a Greek Neoplatonist. I'm going to read this one. So then, and by the way, this is my chart, but it's got the wrong time. It's got 4:30. It should be 4:19. But I did this a long time ago. So then, here's the philosopher. So then, the first man among us is named Tuth. There you go. And among them, Adam, a name from the language of the angels. And not only that, but with respect to the body, the name they refer to him by is symbolic, composed of the 4 elements from the whole sphere. For the letter A of his name signifies the ascendant, the east. There you go, that's the ascendant in the east. The letter D of his name signifies the descendant, the west. Well, there's the D. So we've got the 2 first letters of Adam. And the letter M of his name signifies the meridian, south. Well, we know that the MC is the meridian. This is the meridian. Okay? There you go. There he is telling you. This guy's from the 3rd century, guys. The book is called On the Letter Omega. Okay? And he tells you right there that the ascendant and the descendant and the meridian spell the word atom. Because why? Because all is atom. So here we have Dom, because the sun is, these are the cardinal signs, the tropical signs, right? The equinoxes and the solstices, right? Now, here, Aries is already the home or the exaltation of Dominus, the sun who dominates. And then the 21st of June, in Hebrew, see, this is Nisan, and this is Tammuz, the month of Tammuz, Cancer, Tammuz, Thomas, because it's a twin. You see, what happens is this dividing line is half of the twin. So appropriately, the twin is here. Appropriately, the twin is here. And then on the 3rd of July, just before the 4th of July, is the feast of St. Thomas. Right opposite, Cancer, in Capricorn, St. Thomas Day, which we already discussed. And then over here we have Tom as well, because that's when the autumn begins. And Saturn exalts. There's the month of Passover, Nisan, right? And then there's Tammuz, exile and judgment. Wait a minute. So why is Cancer exile and judgment? Because once the sun hits the solstice, it's got nowhere to go but down. It's all downhill, straight back down to Capricorn, straight back down to that conniving little goat. Now, when you look at famous Capricorns like Muhammad Ali, you see how good he was with his feet? Bruce Lee even copied him. Only a Capricorn can do that and not get knocked over. Only Muhammad Ali could dance like a butterfly like that, because it's a Capricorn, man. You look at him dancing on the mountains. Who's another Capricorn? Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin. I don't know how he plays the guitar right down at his knees. His guitar's right down at his knees. No one else plays like that. They all play right up high, right? Because that's the goat. And you see the way he jiggles his legs and things. He's never fallen over. I've seen a lot of musicians fall over. Never once did Jimmy Page fall over. The goat will never fall over. Capricorns don't fall over. They don't fall. Neither do Aries. They're sound and solid on their feet. Okay, the Feast of Tzom. Oh, gee. Keeps turning up, doesn't it? Jewish festival in Taurus. The Babylonian Talmud. There's Mud. And the Tanit. Okay, the breaking of the 2 tablets by the law of Moses. That's the date of that celebration, okay? So Cancer is Tammuz, okay, the beginning of the summer solstice. And tablets discovered in 1963, the year I was born, which adds up to 1. Interesting, huh? Everything about me is 1. Born on a Sunday, the first day of the week. 24th of the 3rd, 1963, adds up to 28, reduces down to 10, reduces down to 1. But the year, 1963, adds up to 1. I mean, not adds up to, reduces. And another way of saying it is Dumuzi, okay, this Tammuz. Again, you can read that, but it's all the same thing, guys, no matter what language you want to explore. The book of Thomas the Contender. Now, why would a twin, because that's what Thomas means, why would he be contending? And with who? With himself. Red shift, blue shift. There it is. Red and blue, Thomas, red and blue, he's a twin, Thomas. So, in the book of Enoch, chapter 78, it says, and the names of the son are two. The first is Oages and the second, Thomas, without the H. That's in the book of, that's Hermes, man. That's the book of Enoch. Enoch is Hermes. Tamas, what does Tamas mean? Darkness? Oh, the black yin and yang. Yes, there it is. So if you eat a tamasic diet, you are eating a very toxic diet, right? The sattvic diet is the top diet, and what's the third one? Rajasic, Rajasic, I forget now, but anyway, there's three types of diet. And we, syncretists, should be not on the tamas. No, that's the sheeple. Blind. Darkness. See? Tamsa in Russian. Dark. Indo-European, tem, dark. Latin, temere, fear. I know it says blind there, but I know that this word means fear because I speak Italian. Gospels of Thomas and Matthias. Well, Matthew is backwards for Thomas. It's just, there's a Gospel of Matthew, there's a Gospel of Thomas. Well, of course. The book of Thomas the Contender. There it is. The Gospel of Matthias. All right, moving on. Chapter 8, Ramadan. You can screenshot that, but look at that. Ram, Adam. Adam the ram. From the Arabic root, Ramida, or Aramad, which means scorching heat or dryness. Okay, what else have we got here? You can read that in your time. Ramadan, it's always to do with Hermes the Good Shepherd. Look at that. Mercury, Enoch. Why is he carrying a lamb? Because the lamb is the lamp, the sun. That's what Revelations 21, 20 something says. And the city shall not have a sun because the lamb is its lamp. Well, hot diggity. Agnus Dei. God is a lamb. Angus Young, AC/DC's guitarist. Guess what sign he is? Aries. Huh. See the 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Snow White and the 7 helpers. The white wool of the lamb. That's why Aries is there, because spring is pure. Aries is pure. They are the pure ones. Pure means fire. P-U-R. Purge. Purgatory. Purify. Pyre. Pyromaniac. Proton. Etc. A special knowledge from God's presence. Ladun. There you go. Ilm ladum. Why is that there twice? Oh, these things annoy me. Let me see if I can fix this in Keynote. I hate Keynote. No, I don't hate anything. I prefer PowerPoint. So, what is meant by Iladum? Well, you can read that, guys, because I'm fine. I want to finish this series and... Okay, chapter 9, the analema. Notice how the analema crosses over here, and this is the 15th of April. So you can see this is the equinox. Sun's climbing up to Cancer, right? And right there it crosses over, and this is John the Baptist's head that gets cut off on August the 29th. There's the 25th, there's the 29th, and guess what this day is called? Right here, the beheading of John the Baptist. What? When the sun goes up to June and then comes down in Virgo, and bang, his head gets cut off on this day. It couldn't be over here somewhere in February. What about October? No, they picked it to be right here. And the 15th of April, Tax Day, is also Sakura Day in Japan, Easter. 15th of April is a big, big, big date. And here, if you go to Bergamo in Italy, you can see the analema. You can watch it. People come here to watch it on the ground. It's like the Mobius strip, the Ouroboros, Oro. Yeah? Lemniscate is another word for it. The Ankh. Taurus, DNA, Dan, and Nad. Same words. We did this in part 1. These are all the mechanics of the field, the Taurus field. These are all the names of the points. Okay, and you can check that on this site here. It speaks about this. So this is the source of everything, and this is the force. Notice how they have this horizontally. Why do they always put this one horizontal and this one's vertical? Because this one's straight up in the heavens, and then this one's the flat earth, red and blue, blue water, red land. Aleph, Beth, alone, both, 1, 2, Lamb, you, Adam, Eve. You see, the W and the V are the same thing. This is a double V, it's not a double U. In all other language, only English calls this a double U. It's a double V. It's staring at you like dogs things, you know. They stick out. Adam and Eve, odd and even. I also have taught this many times. Odd numbers are masculine, even numbers are feminine. Mars and Venus, red and blue. Mars is red, Venus is blue. Just look up in the sky. Satan, see that S? This is for Satan, guys. Yeah. Atan, all is Atan. And again, it's horizontal. But the black one never is. It's always vertical. 69, you see? Why is Cancer the number 69? There's many reasons. For a start, the numbers mirror each other. So Cancer is at the top, so the 6 will be over here to the left and the 9 will be at the right. And that's exactly what it is. Okay, moving on. There's the analema tracked every 15 minutes, guys. That's what the sun does every day. This is daily. Not only does it do it yearly in one place, but daily, if you do this every 60 seconds with a fixed camera, and you get 180,000 pictures for every 60 seconds. That's what you get moving through the sky. On the top is Cancer, in the middle is Libra and Aries, and at the bottom is Capricorn. And there you have it. You can see there, April 15. What's that? April was... Oh, going up this way. Okay, so if we start here in March, there's 20, there's the equinox, okay? Equator on the 20th. You climb up, you get to the 15th of April, bang. And you go around this way, and you come up to August the 29th, bang, John the Baptist gets his head cut off. And by the way, John the Baptist's birthday is right opposite Jesus' birthday, 25th of December, 24th of June. So 24th of June is Cancer. And that's John the Baptist's birthday. And in the Bible it says that John the Baptist was 6 months younger than his cousin Jesus. Well, it's all in the ecliptic. By the way, this is the ecliptic in Argentina. Oh no, this is in the Northern Hemisphere. The Southern Hemisphere looks like this, see? In Argentina, the big part is over here. And the head is over here. So there's the Tropic of Cancer, and here's the Tropic of Capricorn over here. There it is there. An ancient road, and they found an analema of stones. These are all stones, like Stonehenge. That's for you to copy, screen share. And another one. Okay, chapter 10, Da Vinci. Saint Anne, okay, with her daughter, the Virgin Mary, Saint Anne. Remember, Anne is Agnes, the lamb. And there you go. You don't have a dog. There's no kittens here. There's no rabbits. No goats. No, it's the lamb. There's another one. The Virgin and the Child with Saint Anne and John the Baptist. And what is that? That's I think that's Saint Anne. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, it's a lovely picture. Saint Anne, analema. Anno means year. And it's rooted in Agnes, which is the lamb, which is Igni, which is fire. Aries. It's a fiery animal. It's very, very fiery. Anatomy. Analyze. Anagogic. You see this word anagogic? When you talk about what's another word for parable? Oh God. Well, this is the mystical. The anagogic individual is someone who is fired, baptized by fire. Okay. Parable. What's another word for parable? I'm trying to think. What's the word? I don't want to budge from here. I've got to get this out.
Analogy?
Parable. Another word for parable. Okay, let's have a look. I've got to do this, guys. I'm sorry. Allegory. Okay, so a lot of people say, "Oh yes, the Bible is it's full of allegories. Jesus is an allegory." He even says it. and even in Hebrews it says everything about Abraham and Sarah, it's all allegory. Well, anagogic is higher than allegory. When you learn the allegory in the Bible, then you move on to the anagogic. You want to be anagogic, okay? There's the Good Shepherd, Apollo, Tammuz, Jesus, Hermes, they're all carrying a lamb. So there's Aries, Taurus and Gemini, spring. And you see Gemini rules the hands. I mean, why? When I was in Ecuador in 2013, I had a camera guy and we were doing syncretism there. Unfortunately, it didn't come out, but there was a guy there and Johnny Guzman, who was filming, he says, why do you think the guy has his hand up? Do you know that represents Gemini? And he said, well, maybe when they took that photo, he was just holding his hands up. And Johnny looks at him in aghast, and he just thought, like, okay, a photo. All right. Okay. But there you go. There you see Cancer with a knife in the crabby, and he's pointing to Virgo. This is summer. Okay. So we've got Cancer. Leo's got his elbow on the table. The lion is the ruler of the table. He is the ferocious beast of the zodiac. Jesus in the middle, red shift, blue shift. There's Libra in green with the scales. Now this guy's got, clearly it's Libra, and this is autumn. And then you've got Scorpio over here, and then Sagittarius. Sagittarius, of course, is Jupiter, and Jupiter is the biggest. He's the expander. That's why this guy's big and fat. And then this guy's Capricorn and Aquarius, and they're the only ones that are not looking. They turn their back, because they're ruled by Saturn, to the Lord. And there's Pisces with his two hands again. All right? Gemini, the two arms, the two pillars. Pollux and Castor. Okay, this one's an interesting one. Madam. There you go. Just put an N in front of Adam and you've got a madam. She's a dame, dama. In Spanish, dama is woman. Amanda, Mandy, Madonna, Don, Donna, maiden, Hayden, Aiden, modern. See the modern age. Why do they call it modern age? Can you see the word demon there, guys? It's the demonic age. Lady and lad. Eva and Evan. Eve and Steve. Arthur and Martha. Mona Lisa, Ammon and Isis. Mars, Mary, maritime. La Gioconda, Onda, the wave, the playful one. Hermaphrodite, Hermes and Aphrodite. Harmony and hormones. Well, if your hormones are not in harmony, Horus and Moon, Sun and Moon. See, when you play music in harmony, that's the Sun and the Moon. And when your hormones are balanced, it's the Sun and the Moon. See, Harpocrates is the Sun. So you see how he's pointing up with his right hand and in. So if you go up, ascending, and in, meditating, you will never be down and out. Up and in, down and out. This one is superior, this one is inferior. This is down and out. There's no Christ here. These guys are possessed by demons, entities that are forcing them to bend over and be like batteries, and the demons are sucking the life force out of these people. Temple of Solomon and the anatomy. Okay. Well, there it is. Behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Well, that's laminin, guys. Laminin is the glue that holds all your cells together, and it's in the shape of a cross. Animate. I'll let you, there you go. There's some of the mistakes that happen when... Ooh. Okay, where are we? There it is. That's the laminin, guys, under a microscope. I think there it is. So that's a microscope. This is what's holding everything together. This laminin. Learn about laminin. Look, this guy's got it on his t-shirt. Everyone knows about it. It's a cross. I've heard so many lectures from pastors saying, "Guess what, everybody? Your body is made of crosses that the Christ died on, and it's called laminin, the Lamb of God." I've seen this so many times. So many times. I've heard pastors talking about the laminin, you know. Well, that's how we were crucified. It's us. There's the letter T. Tom. That's Tom. That's Adam. St. Andrew's cross. Oh, that's different. It's a dynamic cross. It's not vertical and horizontal. It's moving. But his cross, the Latin, Tom's cross, is static. This one is dynamic. You see when it goes like this, across quarter days. The cross we must all bear, the burden in the Garden of Eden. So the mental body is air, the emotional body is fire, proton, the vital body is water, the physical body is earth, land. Andrew. Fire is temperature, radiance, and mystery, all Tom words. Air, humid, wind, vent, tempest, all Tom words. Water, damp, moist, mist, drain, all Tom words. Earth, land, dung, mud, all Tom words. So here we have the Gnostic, Neoplatonic, Hermetic version, and here we have the Jewish. Okay, and here we have science: fire, air, water, and earth, plasma, gas, liquid, and solid. So you see how the different spelling of mist is. A mystic, a mystery, has to do with fire. M-Y-S-T. Water is M-I-S-T. Psychic. And Pradesh, if you get the first letters, P-R-D-S, you get the word paradise. And this is what they teach in Jewish. Hylic people are earth people. These are sensual people. They've got no idea. They're clueless. They're opinionated. And they never even get baptized in water. That's Remez. Pradesh, Remez, Drash, and Sud. Sod is when you get to 49 as a man or 42 as a woman. 7 times 6 and 7 times 7 is 49. So at the age of 49, a man is fully ready to learn the mysteries. Never before. Unless they show signs of being there. Triumphant. Why is he led by 5 steeds, 5 horses? Because it's the senses. Academy. Oh, okay. Administer. Admirable. Bull. Admire. Admonish. Academic. Quantum. Advance. Identity. Armored. Admix. Admit. obtained, all these words, the first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last man, Adam, that is Christ, is a life-giving spirit. There you go, there's the monad on top of the Sephiroths, and then all the planets go down to the earth. Malkuth. The mantle that you wear, your body. The Holy Grail, the Temple of Solomon, the throne of God. The Holy Grail is the hyperbola. It's holy. A wormhole. The silver cord. We all have a silver cord connecting us to our stars. Okay? You'll never see it. Psychics see it. Clairvoyants see it. But it's called Sutratma. There you go. Atma. Or Atna Karana. Merudanda. Well, that's the spine. Mount Meru is at the North Pole. And see, there you have your spine. Merudanda. A mudra. Mud and Ra. Kundalini. Again, Unda. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Thanks. Back in a minute. Okay. The sun's out, but it's freezing in here. Whew. The winged sun disk, the caduceus. So this means, caduceus means to fall, cadere, cadence, to fall in music. Cadaver, a carcass. And this is the carcass. Here's the Jehovah's Witnesses. Good on them. There you go. That's right there. The winged disc. Look at that. This is in New Jersey or New York. They acquired this theatre and they made it one of their primary assembly halls. It says there, Jehovah's Witnesses Assembly Hall, right there. I wonder if we can make this bigger. Just for shits and giggles. There you go. You might see it there. Assembly. Nah, it's not going to do it. I couldn't get that. I think they've tried to remove this from the internet because I remember seeing this all over the place, even in the Watchtower, their magazine. I always used to see this hall, the New Jersey Assembly Hall. It's famous. It's a very, they acquired it. The Atlas bone. Well, look at that. It's the 33rd bone. It's called Atlas. And there's the dome. You see, this is the firmament here, guys. Up and you see stars, you're seeing the cells of your own brain, God's cells. The stars are cells in God's brain. That's what Plotinus and whoever, Plutarch, Plato, all of those guys said. When you look up at the stars, you're seeing the cells in God's brain. And that's the dome, the firmament. It's firm. Here we have the sphenoid bone. It's right here. And look what it looks like, the Ark of the Covenant. Doesn't it? That's in your head. It's like a bird. The pituitary body sits right behind it, right here, in this little socket here, right there. That's the pituitary. And the pineal gland's over here. There it is in more detail, the sphenoid. It's very important. This is the Ark of the Covenant, guys. Remember, the Ark of the Covenant has two angels with their wings flanking it, okay? There you go. Greater wing, lesser wing. These are also wings. And this is the body. The Ark of the Covenant and the sphenoid bone. There it is. That's the Ark of the Covenant. Don't go looking, don't be like Graham Hancock looking for the book about 30 years ago. I thought Graham Hancock was a hero. Turns out he's a Freemason and he's a bookseller. They're all in it for money, man. They're all in it for money. I'm going to see how YouTube's going. I'm so excited that it's back. David Icke got his channel back as well. Oh, look at all these comments, man. Oh my God. All right. Well, I'll get to them. If you've got any questions, put them in all caps, and I'll address them, guys, in about half an hour. Looks like I'm going to have to do 2 part 7s. I don't want to do part 8. It sounds silly. I'll do 7B. You call this 7A. So 10 and 12, these are the letters. There's 12, this is in Jewish, I forget, but there's 22 letters in the Jewish alphabet, and there's 12 signs of the zodiac, and there's 10 concentric spheres from the primum mobile down to the earth. There's the heart chakra, green, centered between red and blue. 12 petals, the heart chakra, 12. See, people always say, oh, well, what about 13 and poor old 13? Well, yeah, 13's, you can't ignore 13, but there's no place for 13 in a cycle, a circle. Only 12 cuts it. Metatron, Matrona, his wife. Oh, so he had a wife. Metronome, keeping time, Saturn. 10, 12. Penta, 5. 10 fingers, 12 cranial nerves. And there it is. Now, there used to be 6-fingered humans, and they were more perfect than us with 5 fingers, because that was 12 fingers. So it actually extended this Kabbalistic tree, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 is on the top. You can't see it here, but it's just above. So when there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, the Kabbalistic 10 Sephiroth of the Jews, it's satanic, it's got to be 12. No, it doesn't. It has to suit man. 10. It has to be 10 fingers. We have to descend with these limitations. When we get 6 fingers, then we can do the 12 Sephiroth. But regardless, 10 is the minimal. Then there's 12, there's 16, there's 24, there's 36. It goes forever. So why argue? Just pay attention to this stuff. You don't have to believe it, you just have to know it. When you know it, then you can explain it and you can remember it. Humans have 24 ribs. The first 7 sets of ribs, known as true ribs, also known as vertebrosternal ribs, are directly attached to the sternum through the costal cartilage. And what's this called? The thorax. Okay, so King Arthur, how many knights does he have? Yeah, that would be 12. And there's your 12 ribs. Francesco Di Giorgio Martini, and what has this guy done? Yeah, okay. All right, well. More of the same. Tammuz is the tummy, and Belus is the belly. Bello, beautiful. balcony, Cristobal, festival, carnaval, cannibal, ball, ballad, bell, bale, symbol. There he is, Bell. See, Tommy, little Tommy. So Tammuz is the tummy, and whoever worships the belly is cursed. They're gluttons. And Belus is the belly. And there it is in every culture. Arizona, Armenia, Guyana, New Mexico, Spain, Venezuela, Italy. It's a tourist field. Everywhere is the tree, the Torii tree with its roots. Roots is backwards for tor. And then it has a trunk, a torunk. And there's the trunk of the tree, which is a tourist field in all of these ancient cultures. Totem, totem pole. The word totem comes from Ojibwe word Dodaim, means brother, sister, kin. Well, there you go. Göbekli Tepe, and it's letter T's. Tepe means time. I've got a song on one of my albums called Zep Tepe, and it's an Egyptian word for the first time on my album Amazing Days. Okay, Gerald Massey, great historian. He's the one that said no ancient culture in history ate meat. There were no hunters and gatherers in Tartary in antiquity. There were no killing of animals, and it just didn't happen. And he proved it. He said something to the effect of, "I've come to learn that no ancient culture was flesh-eating." Now you can read this. Look, it's Greek domos, Latin domus, Slavonic, English dome. It's all here, man. Look at all these languages. Maori. In Maori, Tamani is a collection of people, a town. A town is just another way of saying Tom, right? Town without the W. But you can copy all that. It's everywhere. There's Tom in Coptic, Tem. The word turn has various applications in English. Okay. The sign of tempt in the hieroglyphics is a figure of a total composed of two halves. Because that's what Tom means, twin. You can't escape this, guys. Regardless of how much you know about theology and philosophy, etc., you will not escape this. And the more you study of my presentations, the more you'll come to the same conclusion, go back to the one. Everything just goes back to this one thing. Everything is one, all is atom. Codons. There's Don. Adenine, thymine, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. See the ribbon? The rib. And God took a rib. Gee, God must be pretty dumb, right? He makes a man out of dust, but he can't make a woman out of dust. Women are so complicated. You've got to freaking tear the body of a man, take out a rib. Poor freaking Adam. Did he have a scar? No, of course not. God did it. God doesn't leave scars behind. It's perfect. But that's the rib. In other words, it says he made the woman, or energy made the woman out of the rib, the ribonucleic acid. Ribbon, because it is a ribbon. Nucleic. Dio means God. There's so much in this word that it's just... Abdomen. Yeah. Endocrine system. Adrenal. Metabolism. Well, there's atom and bol. Tannin. What's this? Also known as a vegetable tannin. Natural organic tannins. Oh, yeah, of course, tannins. Yeah, okay. Or sometimes tannoid. Type of biomolecule as opposed to modern synthetic tannin. It is an astringent, bitter plant, polyphenolic compound that binds to and precipitates proteins and various other organic compounds, including amino acids and alkaloids. There's the T-zone. Makeup artists, they know about it. T-zone. There's the T. Ecuador, Temple of the Sun. This is made of jade. I used to have one of these, but I lost it. I bought it when I was in Ecuador. Atama. Atama in Japanese is the head. Okay? Atamagai means intelligent person. All right? There it is, intelligent. And so, let's see. What's this? Atama? This is hiragana. I'm trying to remember what these words are, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Atama's head. There it is. Oh, okay, there it is. Atama. Yeah. So, Atama. And this is this is hiragana, this is katakana. Okay, and then they've got kanji, which is the Chinese script. But this is typically Japanese. They have two, hiragana and katakana.
Actually, that's all
Atama,
hiragana.
the head. Aleph, the ox. Beth is the house. Gimel, camel, door. Anyway, you can mark all these. I don't know why I put these down. There is a reason, but never mind. Well, here's the Aborigines of Australia. What the hell are they doing with Taurus fields painted on their bodies? I mean, and this one's got the plane of inertia, and here it is there, Taurus field. Why would you do that? The Arunta people, the Aranda people in Australia, Aranda, Adamites, they've all got Taurus fields on them. Look, this is all waves because they see it. They're not. They weren't vaccinated. They weren't damaged. They see it. And they paint it on them. The diadem. Oh, Adam's turning up again. Good to see. Madan. What does Madan mean? A marshy area. Tigris at the junction of the Tigris and the Euphrates River. Bedouin. Nomads. Adhan in Islam is a call to pray. Adhan. Let's go and do Adhan. Ramadan. Medina. Tomato. Well, there's the red chakra, the orange, the yellow, green, blue tomatoes, violet and purple. Oh, okay, so maybe this was the fruit that Eve ate and not the apple, because it's got tom in it. Tomato. And what is a tomato in Italian? Pomodoro. An apple of gold. Oro, pomodoro. Tomito, hardy Tom, tiny Tim. Dantian, this is the three dantians in your body. Upper dantian, middle dantian, lower dantian. You can read all this. Thomas is the thymus. Look at it, it's a twin. I don't know what this picture was. It's disappeared, but I imagine it was... anyway, doesn't matter. But there it is. Look at that. the thyroid is a twin, and there's the thymus. Well, that's Thomas. There's Thomas right there in your chest. You tap that, you tap your thymus, you get energy. If you're feeling down and out and lethargic, just give it a few taps right there right there where the thymus is. Just tap that. I got taught this decades ago by a naturopath. Just tap here, man, because I used to have chronic fatigue syndrome. Never had a disease, but I've had syndromes. I've had 3 syndromes: chronic fatigue syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome, which now I know are the same thing, really, and temporomandibular joint syndrome, which is the jaw. Aries have a very strong jaw, and they grind their teeth. I've ruined my teeth, man. They're all chipped. Every single tooth I have is damaged. Every single tooth. Because I used to grind my teeth when I was in my teens, right? And I went to a dentist, and he said, look, I'll make you a plastic thing to protect you. You put it on at night. And I thought to myself, nah, man, I'm not going to pay $1,000 for that shit, and I'm not going to put plastic in my mouth. But I sure did wreck my teeth. Tom, time, rhythm, thymus. Dendera, the Dendera stone. There it is. Pyramid. Pyr means fire. Okay. Yeah, all these, I could see if I start talking about all these things that are not obviously atomic words, I'll just waste time, man. I'll never get this finished. So, Cobra. Okay, chapter 12, electricity, the twins. How many more slides have I got? Yeah, okay, I don't want to bore you guys because a lot of this has got... Yeah, okay, this is we're getting to the exciting part. Okay, so red shift, blue shift is this chapter, okay? So pay attention. Anode, cathode. Why are they red and blue? What's wrong with green? Yellow's a good colour. White. Why don't you just paint them black? So catabolism and anabolism. So one of them is building, anabolism, anabolic, and catabolic is destroying. Anode, cathode. Here you have how do you call this again? If anyone knows, anyone that's, this is anion, this is cation, I think. Yeah. So loss of an electron, gain of an electron. There you go. It's all the same thing. Anode comes from Adon, the sun, Aton. Tonatio in Mexico here. That's the name of the sun. Don, domicile, dominion, domestic, donkey. You see? Yeah. Adonis, Dionysus. These are all Adam names. These are all feminine. Cathode, Catherine, moon, mundane, monitor, monarch, monetary, monkey. Yeah, the moon will turn you into a monkey, all right. Helen, Selene, Radharani, Nana, Leonie, Leanne. I could also put the word mentor in here as well. Okay, red moon, blue moon. Once in a blue moon and a red moon. They don't have yellow, they don't have green. It's red and blue. Solenoid, the sun. Cathedral, cathode. Synagogue, anode. This is an anode. It's different. Has these domes on it. But whereas cathedrals have got turrets and spires. There's the red devil at the bottom. He's always at the bottom, down in hell. But whereas the rainbow is the opposite. Why? Well, because red is along a wave and the arc is longer at the top. So blue shift is on this side of a rainbow, and the top of the rainbow is always red. But in the body, it's the other way around. Satan and Shiva, they're always blue or red. All the heroes, Spider-Man, Superman, red pill, blue pill. Who else? There's someone else. There's Superman, Spider. Well, Jesus, of course, is red and blue as well, right? Red and blue ambulance, siren, police siren. There it is, horizontal again. It's always horizontal, this one. It's Pepsi, horizontal. Same as this. It's the same thing. Blue's cold, red is hot. Blue veins, red arteries. Art is martial arts. Mars being red, and vein is Venus, blue. Red light district, blue light. In Australia, we have blue light discos. So there's all the naughty girls, and these are all the children looked after with blue light. Republicans are red, Democrats are blue. None of them give a shit about you. The donkeys and the elephants, they even tell you that freaking the democrats are donkeys. Labor and Liberal in Australia. Yeah, there you go. Liberal Party and the Labor Party. This will be in America. This will be Conservative and Liberal. Okay. Arteries, veins, we did that. Yeah, I remember this one. Provolone and antipasto. Yeah, those are Italian dishes or styles of food there. Roses are red, violets are blue. There it is. Oh, here we have the prism, white light splits, and the seven dwarves, Snow White and seven dwarves. This is, what's this? Red shift, blue shift. Okay. Okay, so the good guys have the blue lightsabers. And red is the bad guys, you know, Darth Vader. And these are the good guys. Anyway. pH scale. Acidic is red. Alkaline is blue. You'll see this everywhere. Sun, what's this? Frequency interval. Wavelength interval. Okay, yeah. Should be the other way around though. This is wrong. The long wave is over here. Why are they putting the short waves over here? Anyway. Red versus blue. Red star Kachina, blue star Kachina. We're waiting for the blue star Kachina, right? You've heard about the Hopi prophecy. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. Here's some more red and blue. It's always red and blue. Eve is blue. And green is the middle, the serpent. And here are some expressions. Blue murder, feeling blue, got the blues, blue blood, blue collar, workers, blue bowls, the blues, blue film, blue flu, blue note, blue moon, blue movie, blue ribbon, blue steak, boys in blue, blue on blue, out of the blue, dip into the blue, cuss a blue streak, bolt from the blue, have a pink blue fit, blue screen of death, a bolt from the blue, blue around the gills, blue coat of silence, screwed, blued and tattooed. I haven't finished the red one. There's a list here. I thought I had about 6 or 7 items on there. I don't remember, just 2. I might have the wrong. I think the cloud stole a lot of my information. See red, rose-coloured glasses. Okay. The biblical twins, Adam means rosy, ruddy, red. Cain and Abel. Cain, coloured beard. Cain was traditionally considered to have red hair. The mark of Cain is used in Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor. He is also described as lustrous, which may reflect the Gnostic association of Cain with the sun. God accepted Abel's lamb rather than Cain's offering of grass. Well, Cain is the summer, the summer sun. Abel, because Cain grew crops, and Abel had animals, right? So the animals represent the winter, and Cain is the growing of the grains in the summer. Jacob and Esau, the first one, Esau was renamed Edom, which is Adam, and it means red. The first to come was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment. Of course, because the sun has Harry is hairy. The corona of the sun looks hairy. That's the hair of Samson, the sun, Shem, in the little sun in Hebrew. So they named him Esau, Adomni, ruddy, red-haired. Give me some red, give me some stew, says Jacob to Esau. And he gave away his heritage for food, for gluttony. Moses is a red beard. Aaron is blue. He also turns the Nile River into blood red. He crosses the Red Sea. David, born about 1000 BC, was ruddy. He was a red boy. What else have we got here? According to Islamic accounts, Jesus was a redhead. Yeah, of course. Red shift, blue shift. The Tale of Tom Thumb is the first English fairy tale in print. The earliest surviving text is a 40-page booklet printed in London for Thomas Langley in 1621, entitled The History of Tom Thumb, the Little, for his small stature. Yeah, of course, the atom. Okay. Here lies Tom Thumb, King Arthur's knight, who died by a spider's cruel bite. He was well known in Arthur's court, where he afforded gallant sport. He rode at tilt and tournament, and on a mouse a hunting went. Alive, he filled the court with mirth. His death to sorrow soon gave birth. Wipe your eyes, shake your head, and cry, alas, Tom Thumb is dead. Dundon. Old Norse, which means a fence, a fortress, or dinas, a city. It's like the Ben, yeah? Pyramid. Yeah, I wish I had that picture of Janus and Jambres, the yin and yang. But there you go. What happens here? Simeon and Levi. Okay, the priest class. Yeah, you can read that. Most Vedic scriptures celebrate the 2 heavenly twins, the divine twin brothers, the twin Pandavas, the 2 horses, Pollux and Castor. Okay. A mosaic from the imperial palace of Constantinople, titled Joseph with Jesus and Geminus. So that's Joseph, the father of Jesus, right? And Jesus has got his Gemini twin brother, Thomas, the twin. They've all got the right hand up, left hand down. Left hand path takes you to hell. Why do all these gods have their right hands up? Well, okay, miscellaneous. Last chapter, 13. Ooh, that's good luck. There you go. Have a look at all these words, guys. Tangerine, mandarin, mandrake. Looks like a man as well. Okay, it's pretty clear to see. Mandrake, yeah, there you go. Looks like a man. Damiana, I tried this once. God, it's awful. Don't do it. Damiana sagrada. I used to grow it in in the backyard. Yeah, no. I'll rather stick to simple things. Kratom, there's the plant. Tree is dendro. There you go. Dendrites. You have dendrites in your brain, right? Now, in Australia, this is called a goanna, and in South America, it's called a iguana. Iguana, guana. Wait a minute, they both end with ana and start with a G. So we have an iguana. In Mexico, iguana, guana. Yeah, there's only one word. It's etymology. One language, sorry. In Ghana, what's this? The rainbow serpent. Yeah, of course, the Aboriginals worship the rainbow serpent. You can copy that one. You can copy that one. Isn't it funny? The Jews have Sadducees and the Vedics have a Sadhu. They're both sad. You can copy that. There's a lot there to learn. Again, you see Adam words. Serapis and Aspara. And there it is. Like Ken Wheeler's hyperbole. Let's get through this real quick. Bala Krishna. Why is he called Bala Krishna and Christ Cristobal? Bala? Okay. I'm going through, guys, because I've only got a few more minutes. These are all sal words: salt, saliva, salvation, salubrious, which means health, salutations, greetings, salary, salve, slave, sail, sell. It's all, and then this is the H. Of course, in Greek, the H becomes an S in Latin. Like a heptagram is like sept is the same as hept in Greek, right? It's there's Japanese salary man, slave man. There's all the elements that have atom in it. They're all radium, rhodium, radon, palladium, rubidium, sodium. And here are all the rivers in the world: Thames, Danube, Jordan, Weaton, Warburton. The list goes on. There you go. Look at all these rivers. Divina, the Don River, Timor, Rwanda, Tanzania, Dodoma, Donsek, London, and towns in Australia. If you have a good look at these, you will see, if you have great literary knowledge, you'll know what this is all about. I just don't have the time. Amaru is America. Mercury is the land of Mercury. Gemini, the twins. According to Manly P. Hall, anyway. There's more there. The Moors and the Maoris. Dark-skinned. Mauritania, Mauritius, Morocco, Mali, Moldova, Malawi, Malaysia, etc., etc. Kuro means, so core is cardiac, the heart, but kuro means black in Japanese. Guru, which is the same word, means white and black, the guru, the teacher, and kuri in Aboriginal means black. We call these people kuris. They call themselves kuris. And it's all here in Korean. Gaudi, the Medes and the Persians, Mitanni, Tamil Nadu in the south of India. Anyway, I've got to wind up. Let's just go through the... Oh, yeah, this is called Adam's Bridge. It joins India to Sri Lanka. Look at that. It's called Adam's Bridge. Please explain. 50 miles, no curvature, dead straight, proving the flat Earth. It's 100% flat and level. 50 miles, impossible. There would be about 3,000 feet of curve. Okay. These are good words. Tommy, Timmy, Tammy, Tummy, Tamara. Tammy, Tanara, Tony, Tiny, Tina, Tanya, Donny, Don, Dom, Dennis, Denny, Demi, Danny, Dana, Dummy, Duncan, Dion, Dione, Diana, Diane, Dana, Dina, Dina, Doreen, Dionysius, Dean, Dan, Duran, Dustin, Dino, Nadine, Dawn, Demir, Damien, Dylan, Adrian, Hadrian, Edna, Ned, Hayden, Adonis, Anthony, Austin, Anthony, Anton, Andrew, Andy, Andrea, Nathan, Stan, Satan. Same word, by the way, Stan and Satan. Braden, Brendan, Brandon, Gordon, Jordan, Yawn. Boring. Eve, Venus and Mars. Oh, yeah, check out all the other languages here, guys. Look, I've got Gregorian, Latvian, Slovene, Swedish, Turkish, Efa, Eva, Leva. It's all Eve. They all the languages, all of them. Variants. And these are words that come from it. Avatar, Avenue, Ave Maria, Aware, Abbas, Apis, Never, Over, Ovaries. See, Eve has her ovaries. Adam has his testes. These are all Eve words. And this is Rhea, Maria. You know, Saturn and Rhea, or Joseph and Mary, Joseph and Mary. It's Saturn and Rhea. Right? And she's the mother of cereals. See, Rhea in bread, cereals, great. Area, because Saturn is time and Rhea is space. Dream, clear, real, cream. Andrea, reason. She is the one, Sophia, who gives us reason. React, fear, hear. Read, bear, Rhea. Chronos, Saturn, Set, Seth, Joseph. Okay? The father of Zeus, Jesus. And then these are all Mars words. There's Mercury, Moon, Saturn, and Jupiter words. This is a good one. You really want to screenshot this one. I'll just leave it up for a few more seconds. The sun. These words all come from the sun. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Moon in their right order, and this is who they are in the Bible. Virgil, the fourth eclogue. That's not right. Yeah. Okay. So he says, and the golden to arise over the world, in whom the iron race shall begin to cease. See, when the Iron Age ceases, and the golden to arise over all the world, holy Lucina, be gracious. Now thine own Apollo reigns. Allah. I'm going to wind it up here, guys. That's the end of it there, but maybe, all right, get your screenshot fingers ready, and I'm going to go through that because there's so much good stuff here. These are all like, look, Venezuela, the land of Venus. Holland, the Holy Land. Sweden, the land of Eden. Colombia, the land of the Holy Spirit, the dove, Colombo. Canada, Adam, Canada. Brazil, Israel. Brussels, Israel. Russia, the land of Isis and Ra. Romania, the land of romance. Luxembourg, land of light. Finland, the land of finesse. Iran, the land of Aryans. Ireland, the land of Aryans. Germany, the land of germination. Rhodesia, Radharani. Rhodes, funny, because Rhodes is right next to Crete, right? Christ and Rhodes, Radharani. Crete, land of Christians. Argentina, land of silver. Angola, land of angels, just like England, land of angels. Should be here. Ah, there it is, England. Italy, the land of Atlantis. Iceland, the land of Isis. It goes on and on. Just screen share it. Screen share. I'm too tired. Screen share. I don't know what this is. Anyway, there it is. Atomic. Oh yeah, look at these guys, right? Like Vladimir Putin, Matt Damon, Donald Trump, the ruler of the world, trumping us. Dean Martin, Martin Dean, Thomas Adams. I had a friend, right? His name was Adam Thomas, and as soon as I got the chance, right, I said, Adam, are you a twin? He says, yeah. How do you know? It's in your name. Tom and Dom, twin. Powerful atomic words, very powerful. If you know what you're looking for, guys. I didn't put just junk in here. I put very, very, very tiring, exhaustive research in here. This is all other languages, and I'm just too tired and over it to tummo. It's a practice. Tanjobi, birthday. Tanoshi, fun, in Japanese. Donburi, bowl. There's a lot of tan in Japanese. I remember that. I was stunned the first time I went there in 2005. Okay, you can copy that. I'm just going to get you to copy all the rest. The power of negative M. Unity, mutiny. One, money. Ever, never. Light, night. Oh, this is a good one. You'll get a lot out of this. Copy that. That one's a pretty good one too. I'll go back just in case. The root of all knowledge, ois atum, as above, so below. Man is the measure of the universe. Pretty much here is the key to everything, guys. Bol and tor, red and blue, the hyperbola and the torus. And they produce all the words, and all the words create the worlds. All right. Stop sharing. Video back on, and let's have a look at some of these questions. All right, I've got to go to YouTube for the questions. He didn't read. First, you have to understand how to read properly, then teach us how not to at school. They teach us how not to at school. Yeah. It's called tuition, not intuition. Okay? So they're giving you tuition, guys. Yeah? And you pay for it. Whereas intuition's free. Paul, agree. I just got tired of his content negativity. I'm too old for that now. Yeah, I don't know what negativity and who he's talking about. The middle door behind Jesus is very important. In the Last Supper, I guess so. Santos is positive info. There's not many around. I've seen him angry and all that, but just listen to how he speaks. Yeah, I'm not. My name means Santos, but like you and everyone else and me, we're all sinners and saints, guys. We all have a demon and an angel inside of us. That is our polarized nature. That's why it's roller coaster with mood swings and what have you. Is Lam sound? Yeah, it is. Sound and light, lamp. You can't separate the two. Yeah, I've seen that, Glennon. If that don't float, my body nope, can't understand that. A school teacher can inspire, and they may be teaching you stuff. Others teachers, okay, that's not a question. Perhaps also put a question mark behind your. All right, that's it. I really don't have anything else. Nick, is there anything I've neglected, brother? I'm pretty satisfied with that. It's a little bit tedious, but at least it rounds off the sort of a rushed finish of part 7. I want to move on. I haven't decided what I want to do next week, but I'm grateful to have Rumble and streaming through Rumble now. Very grateful. I'm grateful for all the patrons. I'm grateful for Mr. Astrotheology. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be, obstacled. There are many obstacles yet to go, guys. We all have obstacles. It's just how you deal with them. And I know that in the past I've dealt very badly with obstacles. Aries Arians do not like obstacles. Like goats, if they see something to climb, sure enough, they're going to climb it. Same with Rams, Aries. So it's because it's an obstacle. You know, Geminis and everything, they see it and they go, oh, yeah, it's good. But not an Aries or a Capricorn. We say, that needs to be climbed. We see something, yeah, I've got to climb that. You know, and so we do have a good attitude for the most part, which is cardinal, directional, climbing, ever aspiring. But we have our negative sides. Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is bitter. We are bitter. There are 5 bitter signs. Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn and Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Mars. And Capricorn gets the worst of it because Mars exalts in Capricorn And Saturn rules Capricorn, and they're the two naughty boys. All right, guys, I'm going to round it off here then. The lokas that are above us, loka means location. Okay, it's rooted in the word location. They are above and below, and there's more than 14, guys.
Oh, it might be good to
Yeah,
remind
I
everyone
could
to.
probably do that next week. If someone reminds me to do the Polarians, the Hyperboreans, and the 5 root races, I would love to. Okay, guys, I'm quite exhausted because the guy who I paid for his ticket to come, he's supposed to be here today. A guy called Zen from California. He got stuck in Guadalajara City. He can't use his phone to even print out his boarding pass, so he couldn't get on the plane. He missed his flight. He's stuck in Guadalajara. I don't know why he went there. He should have gone to Mexico City. And he's calling me and he's saying, I don't know what to do. I don't have any money. I'm stuck here. My parents are angry. And my head is jammed. It's just jammed. All morning, my voice is rasped right now. I've just destroyed my voice. I'm going to have something soothing, a warm tea. But Zen, my tech guy's come to stay for a couple of weeks. I paid for his flight. We don't know his parents in the United States. By the way, his parents are very, very, very famous people. I won't say his surname because you'll know who he is, and I want to keep his privacy. But they spoke to me, and I've been talking to them. I've been talking to Zen at the airport, and it's a mess. It's like the mess of the past few months where I couldn't share screen and things. Now I've got Nick. You'll notice Nick is in the chat. Nick, you want to say hello, please, man? You want to show yourself? You don't have to. But Nick is helping me with all this. He's helping me. I'm streaming from Rumble because of Nick. And Mr. Astrotheology. Nick is, and Chris, and Dennis and Martin, but Nick's in the chat right now because and even in the academy days, Nick was always the first person to turn up. Every time someone was doing a lecture, Nick turns up first. So, anything to say, Nick?
Nothing too much. I don't know if you can hear
You're
me.
muted.
No, I'm not.
No. All right.
Right.
That's fine, brother. But I really appreciate your help, man, and moderating and what have you. Oh, I didn't even see the Rumble chat room. Oh my God, that's full as well. School, remember school on Thursday, guys, but it's not free. I think it's $9 to sign up for a month. It's sad. Money is just, well, it's money. You know. How many times have you lost sleep over not having money? You owe someone money, you know. You borrow money. It's always, money is the root of all evil, man, and the love of it. Okay, guys, much love, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, everyone else. And may you be blessed, because a lot of people are struggling right now. See you next week.